Hello, welcome back to the start of another weekly vlog back in New York City. If you are new here or you haven't been following along, we had spent the last couple of months in Chicago at my parents' place, and then over the weekend we drove back to New York. So we were back in our apartment in New York City in Manhattan. It's cozy. It's cozy for two people working full-time from home, but it is what it is. It is Tuesday. Yesterday, we just like unpacked and tried to get settled. It was MLK Day, so I already had the day off of my full-time job and was able to just kind of get back into the swing of things and back into being in our own space. And then I decided to go ahead and take today off as well so that I could take some time to catch up on some Plan with Laken work, because Saturday I was packing and spending a last day with my family. Sunday we drove the whole day, and then yesterday I was unpacking. So I just felt like I needed a day to kind of get it together. And also I was giving a presentation today, so it just kind of worked out. So I had plenty of time to get ready and to prepare for it and then give it. And so I'm kicking the vlog off in my cute presentation dress that I am obsessed with, this yellow dress that I talked about in a favorites video. I took my brand photos in them. I just absolutely love this dress, and it's my new go-to. It'll be a great presentation dress, especially when I'm in person and like on a stage, because it's a good length and very flattering but still professional, and it has a belt. It's perfect for like a mic clip when those days come back. But it's fine. The presentation went really well, and so I thought I would kick off the vlog before I change out and put my comfy clothes back on, which is exactly where I'm headed. I just wanted to share one more time, because as of the day this vlog goes live, there are going to be 2 days left to sign up for the first live round of my Accelerate Your Goals course. I've talked about it in a few different places, but starting February 1st, I am teaching a course all about how to overcome the 4 key goal roadblocks. They are mindset, picking the right goals, getting started, and follow through. If you feel like you have struggled with any of those when it comes to achieving your goals, I highly recommend jumping in on this course. This first round is going to be live so that I can answer any and all questions about goal achieving that you have. And I'm throwing in a bunch of bonus sessions as well. I'm doing an extra 5th bonus session with action steps to take, and then weekly bonus Q&A sessions to really dive deep on any questions that you have about these 4 goal roadblocks. So just to remind you, that you have 2 days left to sign up. I will leave the link in the description box down below. It is $97 for nine live sessions. Like, it's a great value for this first launch live, and I'm so excited. I also just wanted to use this as an opportunity to remind yourself that when you track your goals, you can see the progress. That when you have a place that you are tracking the progress that you make, it just becomes a lot more tangible to actually see the progress. Because I haven't had that many signups over the last few days, because, you know, there was like the peak at the beginning, and now they kind of trickle in every day or so. And then I imagine that when we get to the end, there will be a bunch. But as of the time I'm filming this video, it's been a slow couple of days. And so I was kind of feeling a little down on myself. I was kind of like, am I gonna achieve my goal? Like, how are things going? I feel like I'm behind. And then I went and I actually looked at my progress tracker, and I was really proud of myself. So just here to remind you, no matter what goal it is that you're working on, if you can find a way to track the progress visually, like a place, it can be an app on your phone, it can be a page in your planner, it can be a thing on your wall, wherever it is that you can visually see that progress that you're making, it can make all the difference in your mindset, and it motivated me to keep going. So I just got this box in the mail, and I just wanted to share it with you because I thought that it might make a really great gift option if you are looking for some gift ideas for the women in your life this year. So I mentioned this in my January goals video, but I started working with a tax expert this year. So I signed up with her to do my 2020 and then my 2021, both my quarterly and then my final annual taxes next spring. And so after I signed up with her, she sent me this sweet gift to say thank you for signing up with her. It's such an amazing touch when businesses do things like that. Like, I wasn't expecting this at all. Like, at all. But what's even cooler is the concept. So what it is a website that consolidates products from women-owned businesses, and then part of the proceeds goes back to nonprofit organizations that support women's advancement. And I just think that is super cool. And then it's packaged beautifully. It had a card in here, but I took it out. But it's got these gorgeous products and just very thoughtful. And in the card, she said that she got to pick the products and that these are all products that she loves. So it has this calm body mist that says lavender, bergamot, and sandalwood. I love all those scents. It's probably like a really nice, like, mist before bed. I don't know if it's for, it says all over your body and hair for a light lasting fragrance. And then this thing of body butter. I'm not really good about using lotion consistently, but I love when I do use lotion, I want it to be like super, super thick. And then a candle. So it's a soy candle with a cotton wick, chai love you, a latte, cinnamon, black tea, vanilla. Y'all know I love candles. And then the last thing is lip gloss. So it's a all natural, it says mineral lip glitz in champagne. I'm gonna have to try this. I'm not a huge lip gloss person in normal times because I just feel like my hair always gets stuck in it. I always try to go with like just, I either wear a lipstick, like a matte lipstick, or chapstick. Also with masks being the thing now, I don't usually put stuff on my lips, but it's really pretty. So I will definitely try it out. But I just want to share this cute package with you if you're looking for a gift idea for someone, but also, you know, supporting women-owned businesses and women's nonprofit organizations. I just think that this is a really, really cool option. All right, so it's time for dinner and we are back to doing one of the meal delivery services. I'm actually using Home Chef now. So when I first dug into figuring out meal delivery services, this was, I guess this is probably around the same time last year, I ended up sticking with HelloFresh because I needed Sunday delivery while I was at work because I was having issues with packages being stolen if things got delivered during the weekdays, like during the workday. So I ended up switching to HelloFresh, and that's what I used pretty much the entire time. Home Chef only delivers Monday through Friday. But when we were in Chicago, my mom uses Home Chef, and their recipes are so much more friendly to the macronutrients that I'm working towards. So if you watch my goals video right now, I am tracking my food, but I'm really not focused on the calorie number. I'm really focused on the protein. And they have meals that are so much higher in protein compared to HelloFresh. So that is what I'm using right now. I do think that these services are a little bit expensive. It is definitely a splurge to get them delivered. But I figured until we get back into a groove of meal planning and meal prepping and cooking our meals, especially this week when we were arriving late Sunday night, I wanted healthy dinners ready to go. And it saves me time on meal planning, it saves me time on grocery shopping, it saves me time on prepping, and they're just super easy. So I decided to go ahead and order it definitely this week and next week, and we'll see how much longer I continue them. Again, they are not inexpensive, but I do think that they're worth it if you can and are willing to spend the money on it. So the other thing I did this week, and I'm doing next week as well, is I'm actually ordering meals with 4 servings instead of just 2 so that we can have leftovers for lunch. So I'm cooking all 4 servings tonight, and then I immediately will put 2 of the servings into to-go containers for us to have for lunch either tomorrow or later this week. And all of these companies have a referral-based system. So I have a referral link. This is not sponsored. I paid for the box myself. I know that these boxes do tend to sponsor a lot of YouTube videos. So I just want to let you know that I did pay for it myself, but I will leave my referral link down below. You get a discount off of your first box, and then I get credit back to use on future boxes if you are interested. I do think that it is a time saver, and it helps stay on track in terms of eating within the goals that I have. Hello, it is Friday, middle of the day, lunchtime Friday. It's been a few days. Wednesday, I just decided not to vlog. I just wanted to kind of soak up the time on Wednesday and the historical moment of our first female vice president. I got way more emotional than I anticipated getting. I don't know what it was about just being a woman and feeling like hi Charlie. Charlie is happy to be part of the daytime vlogs again now that we're back in New York. Anyways, I just was very emotional on Wednesday in a good way, like all happy tears, and I felt just this incredible sense of like pride and hope and optimism with our first woman vice president. So really excited, decided to take Wednesday off of vlogging, and then yesterday I didn't end up vlogging because we just had a lot of family stuff that I had to deal with. But I'm back today and I have a lot of stuff to tell you about today, but the first one I want to start with is something that I had to tell myself last night, and I am here to tell you and to remind you that just because your routine is going well does not mean you need to add something to it. Let me repeat that. Just because your routine is going well does not mean you need to add something to it, even if you want to. And also, what is your definition of well? So since we've been back in New York, I've been really good about doing my evening routine. Like right after dinner, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I floss, I like lay out my clothes for the next day. I make the lights a little bit more dim and like nighttime vibes, and I like, it's been really good. So last night I was like, you know, I really want to add wiping down the counters to my evening routine, because I've done it for 4 days in a row. I'm clearly on some kind of streak, and it's time to add something to it. And then I stopped and I paused and I remembered that it's only been 4 days, and that is not enough of a streak for me to consider adding on to it. So I don't know what the right answer is. I don't know how many days you should do a routine consistently before you're comfortable adding onto it, but I know it's not 4. So just a reminder for me and a reminder for you to keep working on the routines that you're working on at the level that they're at. And if you're struggling with them with the level that they're at, take it down. Cut a couple of things that are not necessities out of it and work on that basic routine, and then you can always add on later. All right, also, we have been making smoothies since we've been back. I am still bored with the recipe, but I just haven't had the energy to switch it up and figure that out. Well, let me tell you, I tried to switch it up slightly because I started making them for Sam too, because our blender here is much bigger than my mom's, and Sam is up here. He's not up here. We're in the same place. If you watch my Chicago vlogs, you know what I'm talking about, but we are in the same place. So I have been making smoothies for both of us. So it has slightly less almond milk than it used to, because now I'm doing a cup for both of us, and same with the peanut butter. I'm still doing 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, but now it's split between 2 smoothies. But then I also tried to add in plain Greek yogurt to give it more protein, because I was struggling a little bit to hit my protein goal the last few days since we've been back, and I don't like the consistency. It's just way too thick. So note to self, don't add Greek yogurt to your smoothies. Well, you might like it. I just thought the consistency was too thick. It's already, and I've been putting my bananas in the freezer because bananas just go bad here. I've mentioned this before in a vlog, but bananas just go bad really quickly in our apartment. And so I've been putting the bananas in the freezer so they don't go bad. So there's that extra layer of thickness from the frozen banana and then when I added the yogurt, I was like, this is not even a smoothie. I could like eat this with a spoon. So anyways, not working for me. Now I have a whole tub of plain Greek yogurt that I've got to figure out what to do with, because I'm not just going to eat it plain. All that to say, if you have any smoothie recipes that you really love, let me know down in the comments. I've always used, up until now, a flavored protein powder, and I always felt like that limited me from what I could include in my smoothies. But now that I'm using an unflavored protein powder, and I do like it with the cocoa powder and just kind of mimicking a chocolate protein, I also feel like I can do other things. So I bought some frozen berries from Costco. I don't know. I got a Costco delivery yesterday, actually. Maybe I already put it all away, obviously. But let me tell you, I'm going to pull up my Instacart app and let you know what I got. Also, learning that you can Instacart Costco changed my life. And I didn't learn it until March when we were staying at home, because Costco is far for us, and Costco has big, heavy items, and getting them home was always a huge pain. I didn't mind going up there. I would just take the bus to get up there, but then coming back with it was just frustrating. So it's totally worth the Instacart delivery fee to get Costco. So anyways, here are the things we got at Costco. Most of these are just things that we go through quickly, and it just makes sense to get at Costco. So the first one is spinach, which we put in the smoothies, and we go through spinach very quickly. I got half and half because I just might as well. I go through half and half pretty quickly. The next thing is eggs. That's something that I love to get at Costco because it's just so much more reasonable than New York City grocery store prices. Bananas, same thing. Bananas will still go bad, but you can freeze them, and that's what we use them for. So I get those at Costco. I did get flavored Greek yogurt from Costco. I got the Chobani less sugar Greek yogurt pack at Costco. I got frozen berries like I talked about. And then I got 2 other frozen food items that are just like easy meals for us to have while we're working on eating more protein. So I got frozen chicken breasts, just plain chicken breasts. And then I got these little mini chicken and cilantro wontons. My stepmom approves, which means that they're good. And then I also went ahead and got the meat for the meal prep that I'm gonna do on Sunday, which I'll talk about when I get there on Sunday. But I'm back into my Cook Once Eat All Week cookbook, and I'm so excited for it. And so this week I'm doing week 19, which is like my favorite week. I just wanted to go back to something comforting before I started adventuring out into the cookbook again. And so it's pork shoulder is the meat for this week. And so I decided, since you need 5 to 6 pounds of the meat for the concept of the cookbook, I decided to go and get that at Costco. So that's it. That's the Costco order that we got delivered yesterday. A couple other things I can see here that we have purchased from Costco and will if we were running low on them. Almond milk. They have the shelf stable unsweetened vanilla almond milk. We just have plenty of them in our freezer, our fridge, our pantry. They're in the pantry, Laken. Peanut butter. The Costco just plain peanut butter is fantastic. We get vitamins. So like just adult chewy gummy. I can't believe we take adult gummy vitamins. I can't believe that's a thing, but it's totally a thing. adult multivitamin, just the Kirkland brand from Costco. Garlic. We love garlic. And so the big tub of garlic from Costco is something that we always get. And then Ziploc bags. That's just something that we get at Costco. I want to be the person that uses reusable Ziploc bags. Like, I see the Braun family use them. I get it. And I want to be that person. But our dishwasher is just not that big. And our sink does not have a garbage disposal. It's just more things to wash is not necessarily, it's just hard for us. And because we're not really going anywhere, we're not really using that many Ziploc bags. Really, I use them for the bananas in the freezer. And like, right now, that's pretty much it. So I don't know, hopefully one day I'll be the person that uses reusable Ziploc bags. Good morning, hello. It is Saturday. If you hear a weird like hissing sound in the background, that is the heater. That's like literally right under where the camera is. New York City, it's a radiator actually. I think that's what it's called. Heat in New York City is super weird, and I still don't really fully get it, and I can't control it. Can't turn it on, can't turn it off. Although like in that episode of Friends where they like kind of can control the heat, I don't understand how that works. So there might be a knob that I can mess with, but I've never done it. In the winter, we just control the temperature by opening and closing the window. So the heat is on, and so the heat is on at whatever level it is, and we just, if it's too hot, we open the window more. If it's too cold, we close the window a little bit more. That's just how we handle it. So anyways, I am getting ready for my monthly live with my patrons, and I have a couple things to talk about, and I figured I would do it while I was getting ready. Killing two birds with one stone. I was not planning to talk about this, but one of the things I do want to work on is multitasking and not doing it, because I know that at the end of the day, you end up actually spending more total time to get all the things done than if you were to just do them separately and focus and do one after the other. And most of the time I feel like that's true, and that's why it's something that I want to work on. But I do feel like this, I can talk and get ready at the same time. Maybe I would be able to get ready faster. I mean, I know I would be able to get ready faster if I didn't talk while I did it, but I think total it'll save me time than if I just got ready and then talked to you. So we're gonna do this at the same time. Let me know down in the comments though, if multitasking is something that you have worked on or you want to work on. If you have any resources or recommendations, I would love to hear them. Anyways, the first thing I wanted to talk about was my routine app. And I've mentioned Routinery, the app that I use for my routines, a number of times. If you've heard me say it before, you're probably completely sick of it, but I have a new thing that I started this weekend related to it that I'm excited to share. So one of the things that I really love about the app is that you can set which days you want to do that routine. That way you still get credit as working on your streak without like feeling like you have to do it every single day. It doesn't have to be an everyday routine. So for example, my normal morning routine, I only have it set up for Monday through Friday because those are the days that I want to do it. And if I don't do it on the weekends, it doesn't ding me in terms of my streak. And then I have a communication routine, which I talked about a few vlogs ago, and that is also set up for Monday through Friday. I will still probably do that routine on Saturdays, but I didn't want to feel obligated. If I don't get to it, it's totally fine. So one of the questions that I get a lot is, do you do your full morning routine on Saturdays? And the answer is no. I don't do the full morning routine that I do during the week on the weekends. But I do want to do some sort of morning routine on the weekends, especially the things that are part of my morning routine that are daily, like reading the Daily Stoic, gratitude daily, things that like it would be weird if I skipped 2 days of the week. So what I decided to do starting this weekend is I set up a separate weekend morning routine. And that routine I have set that I only want to work on it on Saturday and Sundays. And it's almost the same thing as my weekday routine. And in fact, to start it, I just duplicated my weekday routine, which is one of the other things I really love about Routinery that was not true in Routine Meister. In Routine Meister, if you duplicated a routine, but then wanted to change how long you spent on something, it changed it in the original routine too. You know what I mean? So if, say I had, checking my phone, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I check my phone first thing in the morning, and I had it set for 5 minutes for my weekday routine. And then when I duplicate that for my weekend routine, if I wanted to change that to 10 minutes and give myself more phone time in the morning on the weekends, it would have changed it in the weekly one too. And that frustrated me about Routine Meister. But Routinery does not do that. So I was able to duplicate my morning routine, and then I deleted some of the things out of it. So I deleted my affirmations and my morning pages. Not that I don't think those things are valuable. I still love them and do them every weekday, but those are just things that I don't I don't feel the need, or I don't want to do them on the weekends. I don't know. I just don't. I wanted my weekend morning routine to be much shorter because I just wanted it to be shorter in case we are going to do something, you know, someday when things open back up. Obviously today we're not going anywhere, but I just wanted it to be shorter. So I deleted those things. I actually took out phone time because I will check my phone anyway, and I just didn't want it to be part of my morning routine. The reason it's part of my weekday morning routine is so that the app tells me it's been 5 minutes, it's time to move on, so I don't sit there and check it forever. So I actually took it out of my weekend one. And then I also took reading out of my weekend one. And that's because, again, if I have time to read in the morning because I am not going anywhere or doing anything and I can sit there and read with my coffee, great. But if mornings like today where I didn't have time to read in the morning because I immediately needed to move on to like showering and getting ready, then I didn't feel bad skipping that item, which, by the way, another amazing thing about routine reads, if you skip an item, it still counts as if you did the routine, which is amazing. So I took out reading. It doesn't mean that I won't read on the weekends. It just means that I want the flexibility to read other times in the weekend. So anyway, just wanted to let you know that if you are still trying to figure it out, it takes time. Don't feel bad. I lose streaks too, but I still think that the app has a lot of value. And I do have the paid version. I know somebody asked me that in the comments recently. I do have the upgrade paid version because it makes such a difference for me. I don't remember when I upgraded it, but it was important for me to upgrade. I think you could still get value out of the free one if you're not ready to upgrade. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna run the curling iron through my hair again or just leave it. I think I'm just gonna leave it. So I'm trying a new smoothie recipe that's got mango, pineapple, banana, spinach, ice, and coconut. It's supposed to taste like a pina colada, but it is like super fluffy. Like the consistency of it, I feel like I'm almost better off if I try eating this with a spoon. Like, it's just like, it's not like a smoothie. It's like super fluffy, but it's really good. It's a recipe that my nutrition coach gave me, and I mean, it tastes amazing, but the consistency is throwing me off because it tastes like, again, like almost like fluffy yogurt. It's kind of like the consistency of it, but then it tastes like a pina colada. It's a little bit watered down. Like, I kind of wish I'd done less ice, but then at the same time, I wish it was colder. Maybe if the banana was frozen, that would have helped. I don't know, but it's delicious. It tastes really good, but I just want to show you, it's like about to make a huge mess on my counter. Also, I didn't take my makeup off yesterday, so this is where my face is at. But I realize this vlog is going to be short because I just have been trying to get back into the groove of things and figure out being back in New York. So I am inserting an apology here for the length of this vlog. I have no idea how long it's going to end up being, but I know I haven't vlogged all that much. Oh my gosh, the smoothie is about to fall on the counter. So I'm going to bring you along today for some things. Most of the day so far, I have been cleaning. I started the laundry. Sam is out running some errands. And then when he gets back, we're both gonna like watch football and then kind of multitask and work on some work stuff for both of us, some admin type work stuff while the games are on. But then I'm also meal prepping today. I am back in my favorite cookbook. If you are not new here, you have heard me talk about this cookbook. I mentioned it in a favorites video. It is called Cook Once, Eat All Week, and I'm finally getting to dive back in my coiled version. You can get both the bound and the coiled ones off of Amazon. The coiled one is more expensive, but in my opinion, completely worth it. Also, there's protein powder in this smoothie. That's kind of the whole point. This is the protein powder that I've been using, also recommended to me by my nutrition coach. It's just whey protein, unflavored. I get it on Amazon. Okay, but let's get back to the cookbook. So for those of you who are new here, the concept of the cookbook is you prep a bunch of food, traditionally 1 protein, 1 vegetable, and 1 some sort of starch, but it is gluten-free. So you're prepping, it's either typically potatoes or rice. Sometimes they switch it up a little bit. There's like plantains and cauliflower and things like that. But for the most part, that is what you're prepping. And I obviously am doing mine on a Sunday. You can do it any day of the week, but you do all this prep on prep day to make cooking during the week easier. So let me show you. So this is kind of the overview page that has all the different weeks and what the ingredients are. So it's got the protein, the vegetable, and then the starch. And I did rent this from the library to make sure I liked it before I actually purchased it myself. I ended up having it for a lot longer from the library because I rented it right before the library shut down for a while, but I was very excited to order my own and get the coiled version. So I was torn between whether I was going to start with week 1 and go through them 1 through 26, which is what we started doing last like April, maybe we started working on that. But I think what I'm gonna do instead is hop around to the ones that I am the most excited about. So what I did actually, which is some completely nerdy, is I made a spreadsheet and I kind of ranked the weeks. I just did a glance at the recipes and I ranked it based on how long I think the prep is gonna take and how many of the recipes I'm excited about. And so I have about 10 weeks that I'm really excited about based on the prep time and the 3 recipes that you cook. And so I'm gonna start with those 10 first, and then I will move on to the other ones that I'm not as excited about. So for this week though, I'm going back to a staple, probably my favorite week that I've ever done, and I just love it. It is week 19. So it is pork shoulder, Brussels sprouts, and sweet potatoes. So I have got the pork shoulder. It does not look appetizing in there. I get that, but it is cooking in the crock pot. And the sweet potatoes and the Brussels sprouts are just gonna go in the oven. And it is the easiest week to prep. There's a couple other things I think that you're supposed to prep, like you're supposed to cut some vegetables. Let's see. Okay, so prep day, we're cooking the pork shoulder, that's what we're doing. And then we're gonna put the sweet potatoes and the sprouts in the oven. You cut the onion, you cut a bell pepper, and you make some sauce. That's the prep for today. I knew that it was gonna be kind of a busy Sunday getting back into the swing of things and football, and so I decided to go with an easy week. And then the 3 recipes, which I love them all, are smashed sweet potato and pork bowls. So this one is only, 5 minutes of prep, 15 minutes of cook time once we get to that weekday. Harvest sheet pan dinner. This one I might actually do tonight. So prep time 10 minutes, cook time 30 minutes. Oh, so good. And then Southwestern stuffed sweet potatoes. Prep time 12, cook time 25. So those will be some of our meals for the week. And then we're also getting Home Chef again this week. But I only got 2 meals from Home Chef. So Sunday through Thursday, those are our meals. It's these 3 meals plus the 2 Home Chef. That's how I did the meal prep this week. And probably for the next couple of weeks as the course launches, I want things to be as easy as possible. And so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the easiest prep weeks and 2 meals from Home Chef. And so 5 of our meals are gonna be these and Home Chef. And then one night we'll order in, and then the other night will be just like a leftover, eat everything else that's in the fridge. Am I the only one who places everything on top of the bed when I'm cleaning the floors, including the laundry that I haven't folded and put away yet? This is the status of our bed right now. Oh, there's Charlie. She's like, Mom, what is happening over here? What's going on? Also, I did finish the Tattooist of Auschwitz, which was amazing. And the second one was ready for me to pick up at the library. So I got the sequel that I'm going to start tonight when I go to bed. I'm so excited. Are you excited, kitty? Yes, Mom. Oh, thanks. Thanks. I like the pets. I like the pets. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. Okay, where's my... I actually came in here to show you my planner, but of course getting to it is going to be this is a game of, not Tetris, Jenga. Oh, I lose. Things came out. So, I haven't not shown you this, not because I have done it and I just don't want to show you, but because I haven't done last week. Like, not even like the week that is finishing at the end of this vlog, like the week before that. So let me show you a quick flip through. So this is monthly goals for January, which I will fill out next weekend, what I accomplished in January. Y'all saw this. This was technically week 53. That New Year's Day. This was week 1 of the new year. I'm gonna flip past this one because I forgot to take the sticky note off of something that I had covered up. So this is the weekly actions and reflections from our last week in Chicago, and I didn't do it until like Wednesday or Thursday of this week. And to be honest, it just felt like it was too late to really do a good job reflecting. So I did a couple of actions. I challenged myself to come up with at least 1 in every category, and so I did that. And then instead of doing a reflections that I felt like wouldn't work very well, I just decided to rewrite my goals. I decided to take this notes page and I rewrote every one of my annual goals, and then I drew an arrow and wrote my quarterly focus, just to remind myself what my goals are, what I'm working on right now, instead of doing a weekly reflections. And then this is the week, like that week that I actually need to do. This is the week we drove home. I have all the photos printed out, like I'm ready to put them away. I have the kit. I started to work on it at some point and then didn't. I don't know what stopped me. Actually, that's a lie. I remember now what stopped me. So this kit, I don't know if I picked out the wrong sheets because it's got 2 of this full box sheet, and it doesn't have a sheet that's got like half boxes and quarter boxes. There's a couple quarter boxes on here. There's these little skinny ones, but like that's it. And so I'm gonna have to go dig in my stash to get those things out, and I wasn't ready to do that yet. Eventually, once we're really settled back in New York, I do want to use all my other stickers when I do this process, but I just haven't, I'm just not ready for that yet. So I just wanted to use the kit. but the kit doesn't have any of those stickers. So anyways, that's still on my to-do list. And then here we are. This is the week that's wrapping up now, and this I am going to finish tonight. I'm going to reflect on this past week and do all of my weekly actions for this week. Also, this is a huge lie. I don't know why I wrote that we were fully unpacked, because we're definitely not. I mean, we're fully unpacked in that we can live in our apartment, but not in a way that we're done. Like, there are still things that could be unpacked, but at this point, I'm not making it a priority. Also, yeah, clearly haven't showered yet today. Let me know if you can relate, but when you have clean sheets on the bed, like, I feel the need to take a nighttime shower. I feel the need to be as clean as possible. And so I'm not quite done with all my other household things today. I have stuff still in the oven. The Brussels sprouts and the sweet potatoes are still in the oven. Sam is in the kitchen right now, actually seasoning as the word, his wok. So if you are familiar or not familiar, a wok is a type of pan that is frequently used in Asian cooking. My mom got it for him as a gift from Amazon along with a cookbook, and part of using a wok is very similar to having a cast iron skillet, and that when you first get it, you have to do this whole process where you like put oil on it and you cook it, except with the cast iron you're sticking in the oven, with the wok you're doing it on the stovetop. So he's putting peanut oil on it and then cooking it and then wiping it down, letting it cool, and then repeating that process a lot. So he's also in the kitchen right now, so the kitchen's not done being cleaned yet in terms of like cleaning. Like, we've put dishes away as we've been working on stuff. He actually also helped me with some of the meal prep today. While I did I mean, again, this week was super easy, but while I did the aioli sauce, he chopped up the 2 vegetables that had to be chopped up. So anyways, I am not going to shower until I'm ready for that. So I can hear the football game is back on. I started this clip during halftime. I mean, the clip isn't that long, but I didn't start it right when halftime started. I don't know why I feel the need to explain all of the things. But that is where we're at today. So I just thought I would update you on where my Makse life stands. And so I might just do 2 weeks together. Like, I might just do the 2 weeks, like tomorrow, do both weeks. If I I have to get the photos printed and go pick them up tomorrow. And I don't know if that's on my agenda yet for tomorrow. I haven't planned tomorrow. I haven't even looked at my Google Cal yet for the week. And that's how I start. So if you want to know like how I start planning my week, I go to my Google Cal first and I make sure, so I set it up at the beginning of the month with all of my commitments and all of the goals that I'm going to work on. And then the Sunday before, I will go into my Google Cal and make sure that everything looks right and that there's nothing overlapping that needs to get moved around. I need to add something that popped up. Right now, we're not doing anything since we're self-isolating, so my Google Cal is completely in my control, but I do have a lot of stuff I want to work on this week or need to work on since it's the last week before the course goes live. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to finally get started on that next Monday, 1 week. Anyways, that's a lot of babbling. I'm gonna get back to the game. Hopefully that stuff will be done in the oven soon, and then, or maybe I'll bring the game in here. We're watching it on my iPad, so maybe I'll bring it in here and start tackling this pile, but Sam might be mad. We were watching in the kitchen because we were in there together, and now I might just bring it in here so I can watch it while I tackle this giant pile on the bed. Are you ready to start using your wok?
Not yet. I'm boiling the...
Oh, to make the noodles?
Yeah, so I made the sauce already, and the sauce includes ginger, garlic, Whataburger spicy ketchup.
We didn't have regular ketchup, so it's Whataburger spicy ketchup.
Hoisin sauce, soy sauce, and water.
Did you try it? How spicy is it?
I have not tried it, but I will try now. Kind of looking to it, but it's not bad.
Okay, I'm a little nervous because I don't really like spicy, and I'm afraid with the spicy ketchup.
Not bad.
Oh, it's not bad. Once you mix in all the vegetables and the noodles and stuff, it should be fine.
Yep.
So then you cut up... What do you have in here? So, onions, green onions?
I mean, the onions are not really supposed to be part of it, but because I was seasoning the wok, one thing that I recommend is to just put in some onion there so it can get rid of the other smells. Right.
So that's what those onions were, but there's green onions under there too. But
the green onions over here, and then this has green bell pepper as well as celery.
Yum. And then you're making noodles?
Making, they asked for egg nest noodles, which I don't know if you know what nest. Hi.
Tell us what it is.
Well, nest noodles is when the noodles are combined into, it looks like a bird's nest, right? Uh-huh. But I couldn't find any egg noodles that looked like that, and I realized, well, chow mein, or essentially in English, that means fried noodles.
So any noodles would work?
Really any noodles would work. So I'm waiting for those to be cooked, and once they are cooked and strained, Then I'm gonna put wok on high heat, and then I'm gonna start cooking the actual vegetables and chicken.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
He already has all the chicken cut up too. The pork is basically done, but I just need space in the kitchen to mess with it, so I'm just gonna wait until we're done eating dinner. Also, if you didn't realize, change of plans. We're not doing one of the pork dishes for dinner tonight. Sam wanted to use his new wok, so we are having chicken chow mein from this cookbook that my mom also got him with the wok.
And in Mandarin, it's actually pronounced 鸡肉炒面.
Yeah, if y'all didn't know, I don't know if we've talked about that Sam studied abroad in China twice and speaks, would you say fluent, or would you say whatever is right below fluent?
I would say I'm past proficient.
Okay.
I'd probably say I'm like intermediate. I'm not business fluent, but I can get around China.
Yeah, he did a really good job when we were in China talking to like the cab drivers and I was very impressed. I'm not gonna lie.
And swirl it in the wok. Shoot. Okay.
You keep spilling the oil.
Okay, 1 tablespoon. The idea is you want to swirl it around the wok.
Where did you learn how to cook on a wok?
I have not. This is my first time.
Oh, also please don't judge us for our stove being that dirty. I am going to clean it as soon as we're done in here.
Okay, great. Something that other people do is not the best idea, but you can always get it.
Careful.
Do that. Yep. But this is how you can coat it.
Ooh, chicken. That's a lot of chicken.
Be careful. Fine. Now adding in the green bell peppers and the celery. Do it for another 1 to 2 minutes. I love how it can just fill up an entire bowl.
Yeah,
You know.
it's going to be a lot of food.
It is going to be a lot, but so they also said prepare for leftovers.
Yeah, well,
Which is great.
good thing we like leftovers in this house.
We do like leftovers. I'm really excited to put in the sauce. Truthfully, the sauce is kind of what makes Chinese cooking in many ways.
Time for the sauce.
Right.
Smells good. So you're using tongs, but in reality you wish you had cooking chopsticks?
Cooking chopsticks. The challenge with tongs is that it's really, at least with the cooking chopsticks, I'm in control over how wide it gets.
Right.
In this, it's hard to pry it open.
But we discussed that we are trying not to buy any extra objects that we have to move. So we can start buying more things once we have moved.
So what's nice about cooking at home is that that's going to be a much healthier version of chicken chow mein or gyro chow mein versus getting it from a Chinese or Chinese American restaurant.
Right.
There is natural sugars in here because of the hoisin sauce and of the ketchup. But beyond that, I think that's it. And it said to cook and stir until the sauce starts to simmer.
Noodle time.
Noodles. And
I feel like breaking up the noodles is harder with the tongs.
yeah, versus chopsticks, but we'll be all right. Just breaking it up. Is that
Looks
enough
good.
noodles?
Yeah, that's enough noodles for me.
Is that enough for you?
Maybe one more scoop. Yeah, perfect. Yay. All right, note to self. Don't save cleaning the kitchen as the last thing on Sunday evening because I had the energy, but I also didn't feel like doing it. And so I did it, kind of. And as I was doing it, I found myself saying, well, it's not perfect, but it's better. And I just really like that phrase. I think we have heard progress over perfection so much that we almost don't even really appreciate what it means. And so I like the phrase, it's not perfect, but it's better. So when you find yourself struggling with your goals and you're thinking like, but I'm not doing it perfectly, I'm not staying within all of the macro goals that I'm working on for my food, or I'm not reading every single day, or I'm only reading 5 minutes a day. When you find yourself saying those things about the imperfections that are happening as you're working on your goals, it's not perfect, but is it better? Is it better than what you did yesterday or last week or last year? Is it better than what you used to do before you actually started focusing on your goals? And if that's true, then you are making progress. So just try not to get so hung up on it being perfect. I know I've said that before, but I just really, I don't know, that phrase came out of my mouth as I was cleaning, and I just wanted to share it with you. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog here so that I can get in the shower and then get in my nice clean sheets. So that is gonna be the end of this weekly vlog. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. 2 days. That was wrong. That are so much more higher, That is what I am using right now, using Home Chef and Laken. You don't, just, no. For the freezer, really frozen for the freezer. One, why can't I think of the words?